Hi everyone, this is Raghav from NLTI, and today we are going to talk about how to crack NLSAT in 90 days. You heard it right, just 3 months are left for one of the most competitive exams in 3-year LLB, that is NLSAT. And 90 days क्या enough हैं, इनमें हमें क्या करना चाहिए as per past year trends. We are going to talk about everything, so stay tuned till the end of the video. So let's just talk about the 90 days reality. Is it difficult to crack? Yes. But is it possible? Of course, yes. Most of the students, at least 40 to 50% of the toppers who were enrolled with us last year, they started in January or February. And some of them were enrolled in the crash course. So this gives you an assurance that 3 months are more than enough. So let's just understand the competition that we have in the NLSAT exam. It's targeted towards graduates from all disciplines, whether you are a medical graduate, whether you are a commerce graduate, an engineering graduate, anyone can give this exam. This is the best thing about it. Aspirants range from freshers straight out of UG all the way to seasoned professionals. Let me tell you, last year we had a student, he was 60 years old. He was retired from a very big MNC. He was retired as a vice president or something like that, and he gave NLSAT last year. So there is absolutely no age limit to give this exam. This is the best thing about it. And once you clear the exam, once you enter into NLSIU, you will meet all kinds of people. The competition ranges from candidates with multiple attempts and time taken to tailor their preparation, in addition to students balancing exam prep with existing academic commitments. So इसमें काफ़ी सारे बच्चे हमारे पास आते हैं. They are already giving major competitive exams like UPSC. They find the syllabus of both UPSC and NLSAT to be overlapping, so they give NLSAT as well. So इसमें चाहे जो हमारे number of students है वो कम हो सकते हैं, but the quality of people who are giving NLSAT, that is very high. So no need to take this exam lightly. You've got to take it seriously, and you've got to make the most of the time that you've left. Now let's just talk about the competition data, which is the number of candidates appearing every year. So 2022 was the first year in which NLSAT was introduced, and there were approximately 2000 candidates. 2023 it rose by almost double, it was 3500. 2024 में 4000 and 25 में 7500 plus, and this year we are expecting it to be 10k plus. So the competition is there, the quality is also high, so you've got to take it seriously. So इस साल हमें expected है ये 9000 या 10000 plus जाएगा, and the acceptance rate is 1.34%. The seats are the same, 120 seats will be there. Now let's just talk about the type of questions that are asked in part A of the exam. So the topics based on which questions are, that are comprehension, that is comprehension, critical reasoning and current affairs. So comprehension में basically आपके inference based questions आएंगे. You will be given passages. You will be asked what is the tone of the passage, what is the author trying to say, what do you mean by the word which is used in the passage as per the context. So it will be context based questions only as per the comprehension. Then critical reasoning again will be assumption inference. And current affairs again can be global, can be regional, and by regional I mean from India, but you've got to be prepared for everything. They can be from the legal current affairs domain also, they can be from the social conflict domain also. So there are major 4-5 key themes that you need to be prepared about. Yeah, as it said here, that you've got to prepare for all the ongoing developments from around the world and not just India. And a very interesting thing here, previous year papers have editorial passages taken word from word on topics like freedom of speech, that is Allahabadiya case. So mind you, this was the same topic that we had in our mocks. So इसमें हमने अपने mocks में भी पूछा था on the Allahabadiya case. and from publication articles on topics such as genocide in Palestine. So this shows कि आपका local Indian current affairs भी आ सकते हैं और इससे आपको पता लगता है कि global current affairs भी आ सकते हैं. So you've got to be prepared for both. Now let's just talk about what to study and what to skip in part A. So what to study, the first thing is argument identification. So this is one of the most important things. It's a part of CR only. You've got to identify the argument. You've got to identify the inference that the author is trying to say. This is the most important component of part A. Strengthening, weakening, again CR. You've got to do this. इसके लिए आप GMAT की हमारी जो गाइड आती है उसको रेफर कर सकते हो या फिर आप हमारे मॉक टेस्ट सीरीज, हमारे सेक्शनल टेस्ट को रेफर कर सकते हो. Which one of the alternatives would the author most agree or disagree with? This is again sort of strengthening or weakening only. Then facts in context of the passage. इसमें आपके GK में जो भी आपको पैसेज आएगा उससे आपको रिलेटेड फैक्ट्स भी पूछे जा सकते हैं. So you've got to be prepared for GK in this context. And then current affairs from 6-8 months to relating to the passages. So previous 6 to 8 months are the most important. If you are preparing for NLSAT, 6 to 8 months तो आपको करने ही करने हैं. अगर आप कर सकते हो तो आप 12 months का करो. That is April to April. What you can skip is vocabulary and grammar. ये आपको बिल्कुल नहीं करना है. वोकैबुलरी ग्रामर अगर आपकी अच्छी है तो आपका एक कॉम्पिटिटिव एज ज़रूर रहेगा, बट वो इतना बड़ा नहीं होगा. आपसे डायरेक्टली नहीं पूछा जाएगा कि व्हाट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस वर्ड. आपसे ये पूछा जा सकता है कि व्हाट इज़ द ऑथर ट्राइंग टू से थ्रू दिस लाइन और व्हाट मीनिंग डज दिस वर्ड हैव इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट टू द पैसेज. सो अगर आपकी इंटरप्रिटेशन स्किल्स अच्छी हैं तो यू डोंट नीड टू हैव अ गुड वोकैबुलरी. Then mental ability, analogy, syllogisms, that is a part of AR. तो AR अभी तक नहीं पूछा गया NLSAT में और ये आगे भी नहीं पूछा जाएगा, तो AR you can skip. Now part A, how to crack it, very important thing. You can stick to the following routine daily. Read a reliable newspaper, that is the Hindu, Indian Express, and what you've got to do is make note of the current affairs with respect to recurring issues. तो एक आपको न्यूज़पेपर ऑन अ डेली बेसिस फॉलो करना है, विच कैन बी हिंदू, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस, द ट्रिब्यून, एनी न्यूज़पेपर दैट यू लाइक और एनी न्यूज़पेपर दैट यू आर गेटिंग. और आपको नोट्स कैसे बनाने हैं उसका हम फ्रेमवर्क बार बार अपनी वीडियोस में बताते हैं. दैट इज आपको 3 या 4 कंपोनेंट रखने हैं व्हेन यू आर मेकिंग नोट्स फॉर जीके. दैट इज व्हाट, बेसिकली व्हाट मीन्स द इशू दैट इज एट हैंड, देन हु, basically who is the party or who are the parties involved, then why, basically why is the reason, and how, that is what will be the impact of the decision or the judgment or any current affair which you are studying on Indian law and Indian policy. अगर आपको ये 4 components आते हैं, what, who, why, how, then you are 95 to 98% prepared for that current affair. These 4 are very key components. आपको ऐसे ही notes बनाने हैं. This will ensure 2 things. First is retention. You will retain all the things that you study. And the second thing, you will have micro notes. आपके बहुत बड़े notes नहीं होंगे, आपके micro notes होंगे. They will be very easy to revise. Now the third step will be to practice actively reading editorials, looking for their arguments. आपके editorial में कुछ भी arguments, कुछ भी inferences हैं तो you've got to look for them and you've got to actively practice reading editorials. And the next thing will be to start timing yourself on the editorial readings. एक comprehension को पढ़ने में अगर आपका English में कोई comprehension आता है तो आप 7 से 8 मिनट से ज़्यादा नहीं ले सकते हो to completely solve that passage. सो ये कैसे आएगा? ये आपको जब आप अपनी स्पीड बढ़ाएंगे. स्पीड कैसे बढ़ाएंगे? जब आप खुद को टाइम करेंगे. सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू हैव गॉट टू स्टार्ट टाइमिंग योरसेल्फ ऑन द एडिटोरियल रीडिंग्स. एंड Then the last thing will be to solve questions from sectional tests, PYQs and mocks, all available from NLTI. NLTI के मॉक्स ना लीजिए, आप किसी के भी मॉक्स ले लीजिए, बट you've got to practice, and to practice you've got to test yourself after you practice. So for that you need to solve questions from sectional tests, PYQs and mocks. So this is a very important note here. अगर आपको कोई भी recurring development बार बार अपने सामने आ रही है, लेट्स से आपने यूएसए वेनेजुएला के वॉर के बारे में पढ़ा, फिर you got to see it in a newspaper, you get to see it in a newspaper, and then उसके बारे में recurring developments आ रही हैं कि आज यूएसए ने ईरान पे अटैक किया, आज यूएसए ने इस पे टैरिफ्स इम्पोज कर दिए. If it's a part of the same situation, then it's safe to assume that it will happen, it will come up as a GK question in your exam. So for major global conflicts, for major issues around the world, you need to be prepared from scratch. Now, this is the marking scheme. I think anybody who is preparing for NLSAT, they must know this by now. Correct answer will fetch you 1 marks. Incorrect answer will get you 0.25 negative marks, and unattempted will get you minus 0.25 again. So इसमें आपको यही देखना है कि आपको बिल्कुल blind guesses नहीं करने हैं. If you can come up to 2 options and you can eliminate the other 2 options, then you can take a guess. But if you have 3 options out of 4 options, then you shouldn't take a guess. This is also very important. Part B will be evaluated for just the top 20 percentile. 80 percentile से ऊपर अगर आपका पार्ट ए में स्कोर है, तभी आपका पार्ट बी इवेलुएट होगा. Now let's just talk about the type of questions that are asked in part B of the exam. So part B में आपका ये subjective part होता है first of all, and इसमें 2 तरह के components होते हैं. One is the legal reasoning. So now let's talk about the type of questions that are asked in part B of the exam. So part B is the subjective part, and there are 2 types of questions that are tested in the part B. So first one is the legal reasoning, which is 5 questions of 12 marks each, and you need to answer them in a word limit of 250 to 300, and then we have an essay of 15 marks each. How you can prepare for this? So first of all, a very important note, you don't need to have knowledge of legal reasoning for this part. बहुत सारे कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स, बहुत सारे लोग बच्चों को मिसगाइड करते हैं. आपको टॉट्स पढ़ाए जाएंगे, आपको कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ, क्रिमिनल लॉ पढ़ाया जाएगा फॉर पार्ट बी, बट लेट मी टेल यू, यू डोंट नीड टू स्टडी दीज. आपको बिल्कुल नहीं पढ़ना है, आपको ये इस ट्रैप में नहीं घुसना है. सो अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नोट हेयर, you don't need to have prior legal knowledge to answer this section, to sail through this section. बहुत सारे कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स बच्चों को मिसगाइड करते हैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ पढ़ा के, लॉ ऑफ टॉर्ट्स पढ़ा के, बेसिकली क्लैट की नॉलेज को एनएलसैट में रेप्लिकेट करने की ट्राई करते हैं, बट ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. आपको ये सब बिल्कुल नहीं पढ़ना है. You just need to have some basic judgment and common sense to sail through this section. It tests your reasoning, not your memory. This is very important. You can make note of it. Then for the analytical essay, so इसमें first of all questions किस type के पूछे जाते हैं. इसमें आपको एक situation दे दी जाएगी. Let's say मेरे neighbor ने अपने घर के बाहर, he has put up cameras, he has installed cameras. So what will be your reaction or what will be your opinion on this? Is it an invasion of privacy or not? So आपको इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे. So इसमें आपको कहीं पे भी लीगल रीजनिंग का यूज नहीं करना है. इसमें कॉमन जजमेंट, बेसिक जजमेंट और कॉमन सेंस का यूज करना है. नाउ एनालिटिकल एसे टेस्ट योर आर्गुमेंटेटिव एबिलिटी अक्रॉस एन ओपन एंडेड टॉपिक, where candidates are free to articulate their opinion about the topic provided. So you can write for the topic, against the topic, that is totally up to you. They are just trying to test your argumentative ability and test your common reasoning, basic reasoning skills. So इसमें किस तरह के questions आते हैं? In 2025, what we got is One of the topics was, should women be paid for domestic work? And one of the essay topics was, should social media be banned for minors? So these are very open-ended topics. Again, you can write for this or against this, that is totally up to you. You just need to articulate your points in a well-mannered way. This is again very important. If two candidates have the same score in part A, part B will be used as a tiebreaker. So again, part B बहुत important है आपके एग्जाम के लिए और आपको इसकी तैयारी बिल्कुल अच्छे से करनी है. You've got to have a mentor who can evaluate your answers, who can tell you where you lack, where you can improve, and where you are right. So in part B, what to study and what to skip, what you can do when you are studying is, you have to read the facts very closely to determine whose side to argue from and how to present from the assigned position. So आपको बहुत ही closely read करना है facts को. You don't have to miss out on any facts so that you can have your position. The second point is principled argumentation. So when you are arguing, you can mention certain principles. They are negligence, duty of care, harm, age of majority, minority. So these are some of the principles that you can quote while you are arguing. The third is the IRAC method. So the first part is issue. इसकी full form होती है issue, rule, application, conclusion. Issue में you've got to define the issue which is at hand. Rule में you have to quote or you can use basic rules which can be applied to the situation. Then you've got to apply these rules to the facts which are given to you, and then you have to arrive at a conclusion. So this is one of the basic methods, or you can say one of the best methods that you can use while you are arguing. Then essay writing, of course you've got to write 2 to 3 essays per week, और आपके पास एक मेंटर होना चाहिए जिसकी essay writing skills या तो बहुत अच्छी हैं या फिर वो ऐसा मेंटर है who has already cleared NLSAT and he has to evaluate your answers and give you dedicated feedback. What you've got to skip is legal maxims. As I told you, you don't need to have core knowledge of legal reasoning. You have to skip this. And legal principles, torts, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, बेसिकली लीगल रीजनिंग के ये जितने भी लॉ होते हैं आपको इसकी नॉलेज ज़रूरी नहीं है. कोई भी ऐसा इंस्टीट्यूट जो आपको ये पढ़ने के लिए कह रहा है, दे डोंट हैव एनी नॉलेज ऑफ दिस एग्जाम. यू डोंट नीड टू फॉल इन दिस ट्रैप. You have to skip legal principles and legal maxims. Now, how to crack? Again, the core component of how to crack part B is practice only. For practice, you can solve PYQ questions. So they are not publicly available on the website of NLSAT body, but some topics are memory based only. They are up on our blog section of NLTI. So you can use those topics from there. Utilize NLTI mocks or any mocks to solve more practice questions and receive targeted feedback. That is very important. So at NLTI, what we do is we have mentors who have cracked NLSAT. They are the ones who teach you. They are the ones who give you detailed part B feedback. And that is why we have the best results in NLSAT. Do the same as above for analytical essays, but choose the essay topic that you are most comfortable with. So NLSAT में भी आपको choice मिलेगी between certain topics, and you've got to choose the one that you know the most about, that you have the knowledge about, and that you can write about. Again, a very important note, current affair plays a big role in essays as it adds depth and nuance to your answers. So आपको अच्छे से knowledge होनी चाहिए current affairs की, which you can quote in the essays. You can quote some judgments by the courts. So अगर आपका कुछ social media का topic है या अगर आपका domestic work for women का topic है, you can always quote precedents, you can always quote judgments that will add depth and that will add nuance to your answers. Now part B की marking scheme आपकी ऐसी रहेगी. Legal reasoning में 5 questions of 12 marks and analytical essay में 1 question of 15 marks. Try to fully answer each question as there is no negative marking. Focus on answering what the question asks for. So आपको out of context नहीं जाना है. You've got to answer what the question has asked you. So this is it from my side. I hope you found the video valuable. If you're looking for any resources for NLSAT exam, you can always reach out to our team and we will always guide you throughout. I wish you all the best. Thank you.